Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name's Sabrina Young, and I'm with Young's Daughters Funeral Home, and I'm really excited to share. We have a new partner in our community, and it's called Remembrance Stone Care. And so I want to welcome you and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Sabrina, for allowing me time on your platform there. Uh,
So go
yeah,
ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Waylon Glasgow, the owner. Been doing it for quite some time. Kind of been up north Texas doing it, but trying to get down here in the central Texas area where I live. Um, we do lots of good things for people, cleaning grave sites, taking care of them, stuff like that. People get excited about it, real excited about it. They've seen the headstones, neglected for years and stuff. Then all of a sudden, we come in, we clean them, level them, and everything, and they just, they're excited about it.
I was riding along the road and I saw your truck and I said, "Oh my gosh, I have to learn more about your business." What inspired you to start Remembrance Stone Care, and what is your personal meaning behind that? What does that hold for you?
I mean, I've always believed people deserve, to be remembered with dignity and respect. Um, Over time, riding around, looking at graveyards, cemeteries, if you will. I mean, there's a lot of neglected headstones, grave sites out there. And the families don't mean to do that, but a lot of times, they move away or they get elderly and they just can't go visit no more. I mean, there's so many reasons that it happens. And, I kind of seen that as, maybe this could be helpful. And that's exactly what's happened.
When we sat down and I met with you, you shared a personal story that it's even like therapy, serving and cleaning and administering to these families even long after they've gone. Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, it's satisfying. I mean, just you go out there, you look at something that's been neglected, and I say that in a kind way. I don't mean, the family's neglecting, but, between the weather and the elements and everything else, and then you get out there and you look at it, you get it back level and you clean it and bring it back to its glory. And I mean, the families are just beside themselves. I'm beside myself because I'm a kind of a neat freak myself, and it pleases me. It's good therapy for me, if anything. But yeah, that's the main part of it.
That's what I love about when I met you. It was, we do this because we care. We do it from the bottom of our hearts. It's more of a volunteered thing and it's more of a therapy thing. And so I really appreciate that when I met you. And so, just to be clear for our families and the viewers, what exactly do you offer? What does Remembrance Stone do?
Basically, I mean, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty here, I mean, it's basically gravesite maintenance. I mean, we do leveling, we do cleaning, of course. We do a deep cleaning where, we get rid of the algae, the mildew, the water stains, the lichen that grows on it. That's, the crusty bacteria on it. Um, while we're there, I mean, if we've got some little overgrowth or whatever, we go ahead and weed eat that, get it blown away. I mean, that's the whole goal, is to make it look presentable, because when the loved ones come out and come to see their loved ones, they really don't want to see a neglected gravesite. But for the most of the time, that's what they get. I mean, and that's what.
So, I think people are thinking that your services are maybe pressure washing or general exterior cleaning. Why don't you walk through how different you are from those techniques?
Okay, most definitely. Yeah, pressure washing is not any monument, marker, memorial, any of that's friend. Uh, it needs to be, like a photo's taken first, the before picture, then a condition report. Do a condition report. That way the people know what kind of condition it's in, whether the base is not level, if the tombstone itself is leaning, if there's cracks in it, if it's not sealed around the base. I mean, I take pictures, do a full condition report, and then we do a very soft cleaning, if you will. We use a biodegradable solution. It's a chemical called, well, it's not actually a chemical, it's a D2. And it's what it does is it cleans, it kills the algae, And once we get that off of there, it kind of helps it not grow back so fast. And if it's treated yearly, we may not see it again. But after we do that, we take the pictures of the after pictures. I send them out, and I mean the replies are great. They makes me feel real good.
Absolutely. I can see, I scouted out your Facebook page and I looked at your before and afters, and I was amazed because I know that the families, before they have another interment, they say, oh, well, let me go look at the graveside and go see what it looks like for my guests that are going to be attending. And you're right, graveside maintenance is important. And they will notice their other headstones may be shifting, or the black lettering might begin to fade, or their pictures are fading and things like that, and they want to bring that area back to life. And so I commend you for bringing that back to life in times where sometimes it falls wayside, and it's not anyone's fault. It's just life keeps lifing. And when you get to bring that back to life, I can only imagine how humbling that feels when you get the good report from the families.
Oh, it is. It's very wonderful. Very wonderful.
So, and I love how even if you're not in Bell County, you can use your services. Say you don't live here, you can certainly call Young's Daughters. We can get you in touch with Remembrance Care Stone. We can get that all facilitated, and then you will take pictures and communicate electronically and visually with the families to ensure your work is completed. And so I really love that you have that satisfaction to the families. So, what has been the most difficult things when it comes to stone resettings and restoring? What do you think your greatest sought after line item purchase that people buy from you? What is that? What does that look like? What is your most end to the things you can do?
Uh, the most of it's the cleaning. The cleaning is the quickest reflection. And then a lot of times after the cleaning, I'll give you an example. I'm sure you know this is business that you're in, but say you have a double companion headstone, and the husband has already been put in the ground, and the other side is awaiting, and that time comes. A lot of times the family will call me to go out there and clean up the gravesite, because they're fixing to have loved ones show up, and I'm not going to say it's embarrassing, but it's just, whenever you have all the loved ones show up to look at the husband's grave that's already, he's already been there. I mean, it really needs to be clean. It needs to reflect, care, pride, everything like that.
Wonderful. So I want people to be able to seek you out through me and independently if they don't use our services. How can people find you? Tell people your phone number, your email addresses. How can they get in touch with you?
You can go to remembrancestonecare.com. Got a website there. It's actually got a work request form on there. Fill that out. I'll get back to you within 24 hours. We'll talk more about your needs. Uh, you can reach me at 254-679-6506.
Great. Well,
Facebook.
there, everybody, you have it. I want to thank you so much again for coming on and letting people know what our community offers and partnering with Young's Daughters Funeral Home to be able to give our families that little bit of extra benefit and touch to their services.
Well, thank you, Sabrina, so much. And thank you for what you do for our community as well. You do a lot out there, and we all appreciate it.
Well, I try. We can only do so much, and it all comes from the heart, brother. It comes from
Yes,
God
ma'am.
allowing me to serve every day.
Exactly.
Amen. Well, again, everyone, please share this if you know somebody that needs graveside services, if you need a little bit of TLC to the headstones, if you need any support, if you're going to be having a service, if you'd like to check out pricing, please reach out to him. We're very excited about welcoming him to the Central Texas area. Again, everyone, thanks for watching.